I'm Insomniac, and today we're looking at a channel called randyrphillips. So the first thing I want to say is big shout out, thank you to everybody who subscribed and left comments and everything on the first ever episode of Should I Watch This? Although a lot of you are probably confused about one of the things that I talk about on this channel is consistency, and I've been gone for months. I wanted to address that real quick. That was kind of like a pilot episode to see whether or not there would be any interest in the channel. Nothing really happened for a while I was sharing it, and then I kind of just left it alone and honestly was going to ditch the whole channel, but then that episode caught fire and Astrum shared it and more people went and checked it out. A lot of people said they liked the idea of the whole reviewing YouTube channels thing. So anyway, I apologize for being gone for so long. Now I'm back. The second thing I want to discuss is the fact that the first YouTube channel I discussed on this channel has 500,000 subs, or probably more than that at this point. The one we were doing today has 5. Just in case you're wondering what that's all about, I'm going to try to split it up on this channel. Half popular channels that I'm going to give you my honest take on, and the other half are going to be channels that post a lot of content but really nobody knows about. This way maybe we can shine some light on either some YouTube gems or some people that are wasting space on YouTube, but either way, we're going to split the duties between popular channels and relatively unknown channels. So today we're doing a very unknown channel because it has 5 subscribers. The channel we're talking about today has been posting videos for over 8 years, and at first when I was going through some of the older stuff, I wasn't going to use this channel for an episode because they weren't posting very frequently, but then in the last year, they started posting quite frequently for about 5 or 6 months, and now in the last 6 months, not so much, but we'll get to that later. Either way, it's still worth taking a look. The randyrphillips channel is basically just a raw version of what I like to call on YouTube a family channel. Seems to be very popular on YouTube. I don't really watch family channels, but that's what this is. It follows the Phillips family, a husband, a wife, a daughter, and a dog. Now the cool thing here is if you're looking for a complete timeline type of channel, this channel literally starts before the daughter is born and the dog is brought home and travels up to now. So you basically see the family grow together. Sadly though, and maybe this is a little bit of a spoiler alert, there's a lot more potential here than quote unquote good YouTube, I'd say. But maybe it's worth a chance, and or at the end of the day, who knows, maybe they'll see this and they'll make some changes. But let's get into everything piece by piece. When we're talking about original content, it really doesn't get much more original than actually looking at raw footage of the progression of your family. That's not something that can be literally duplicated by anybody because it's very personal. Where this channel falls short in this category is more or less in the style of the content, because there's really no rhythm to it. It's more or less just randomly captured family moments. When you go back through the uploads on this channel, they were so sporadic for the first 7 years or so that they really wouldn't have gotten a good score here, but they've increased how much they're uploading dramatically. There's no posting schedule of any kind, but through the first half of 2020, they were posting everywhere from a few times a month to a few times a week. Then all of a sudden there was a 5-month gap, and then you had 4 videos in November, this past November. But clearly this channel isn't really any kind of priority. It doesn't look like they're necessarily trying to market it. So you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and that's it. Consistency here isn't great. Really, the only consistent theme throughout the channel is that it's a family. But they're not necessarily vlog-style videos. Some of them have no narration at all. Some of them are vacation videos. Some of them are events or milestones. It's almost kind of like somebody's home videos, except instead of keeping it on a hard drive at home, it's on a YouTube channel. There's also a plethora of random videos on this channel of them enjoying their pool. And this theme continues in terms of video length. Most of them seem to be between 30 seconds and a couple minutes long, but there are some videos on this channel that are only 9 or 10 seconds long. But because there's no format for the channel, I guess there's really no expected video length either. If you're the type of person that hates watching vertical cell phone video, you're not gonna wanna go to this channel at all. Not every single video is recorded vertically, but most of them are. And of course, because they're cell phone videos, you have the unfortunate issue of unstable, somewhat spastic video capture. It's not Blair Witch Project bad, I've seen worse, but some of it's amateur. The worst part though is that up until 2020, all of the videos on this channel were uploaded in 240p, which to me is literally mind-blowing. Like, what was he using, an original Motorola Razr? Anyway, the video quality is fairly poor for most of the channel. Really, all of the channel up until 2020. The good news is that their newest videos are uploaded in HD and look pretty good, so at least they're on the right track now. The audio on this channel is what's to be expected from raw, unedited cell phone video. The videos shot indoors are pretty clear and easy to hear, but the videos outside are kind of a blur, and there's really no consistency in terms of volume or levels. And if you're wondering why they're gonna get a 5 out of 10 in this category, despite everything I just said, that's because that's the default score for me for channels that have no music. Because in my opinion, I'd rather have no music on a channel than terrible music or poorly blended music. Because the videos on this channel are completely unplanned and unscripted and don't follow any kind of format, the videos are only as entertaining as whatever that video is about. Where the channel gets a slightly better score than average is based on the type of content they post. They're basically just fun family moments, so even though there's really no kind of hook or addictiveness to it, is addictiveness even a word? If you like G-rated family style content, you might be entertained. Unless you're some kind of criminal watching these videos because you're doing some kind of Phillips family recon, you're not going to learn anything on this channel. It's not that kind of channel. Personality is what family channels are about, and even though there isn't too much narration or commentary in a lot of these videos, they seem like a nice family. And their daughter, who seems to be the main character in most of these videos, is a character. So there's really no dominant personality here, but they get points for being genuine. In terms of polish, this channel does not do very well, but again, I think that's because really it doesn't look like they're trying to market this channel, and YouTube doesn't seem to be any kind of priority here, despite the fact that they do have a public channel on YouTube. But either way, it's very raw and random. No editing, amateur filming with a phone, and tons of inconsistencies in terms of quality and content. So if you're looking for higher production value, go watch one of the endless number of real family style channels that are out there. So overall, what we have here is a raw, unscripted, but as of lately much more frequent glimpse into the life of a little suburban family. The video quality isn't the greatest, and because it's not a prioritized channel, you're not going to get a riveting amount of content or consistency. But if you're into family channels, this is one that I'm sure you've never heard of, so if you're so bored that you're ready to jump in front of a bus and you have nothing else to watch, try this one. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, the link to the Randy R. Phillips channel is down in the video description. Check it out and leave your impressions down in the comments. Also, feel free to leave your suggestions down in the comments for channels you'd like to see me review here on Should I Watch This. Till next time.